What's up, y'all? It's your boy Mighty Mouth here, back with another video. Before I get started, I would just like to say I appreciate everybody that subscribed, liked, and commented. But if you are seeing this video and you have not yet subscribed, it helps me out a lot. Liking the video or commenting puts me in the algorithm. Any Path of Exile 1 enthusiasts, please feel free to give me any hints and tips. I've never played this game before, so take everything I say with a grain of salt. Let's dive into it. So my plans on launch: get together with a couple of my buddies, blind playthrough as a team through the campaign. I'm going to be going Warbringer, Mighty Mouth, Mighty Shouts, probably do some totems that deal like Armor Breaker. You know, they can use certain skills, or like this one skill that makes an earthquake, and when you shout next to it, spikes come up. And then using the Corrupted Blood. I've seen a lot about this in like Path of Exile 1. I hope it also works in PoE 2. Scales with your strength. And then basically going Giant's Blood with a two-hander and one hand and a shield, stacking block chance, taking passive nodes that give you 1% damage per 1% block chance. You know, stacking strength, stacking generic damage multipliers. I've seen a few build guides out there that are kind of doing this for starters, but I'm probably going to try more reflective damage, so more of like a pacifist, just kind of being in there but not really having to attack, just so I can just shout, and if they're attacking me, then boom, they're at least still taking some damage. I'm going to be using like scavenged plating or something like that, which gives you armor and thorns based on like the bodies around you. My war cries will be detonating corpses around me in my presence. I'll be running some curses in an aura so that I debuff the enemies. I'll also be running some passives that buff my allies with like life regeneration and attack speed. Really trying to be like a utility support warrior. I want to drive home my role as like the tank that is, you know, defending everybody from all these demons or monsters or whatever we're fighting, and then they can stand behind me and just vanquish all the enemies with whatever they got to do. That's just the playstyle I enjoy. So if it's not for everybody, obviously I'm gonna have to take a skill like Hammer of the Gods for bosses. Probably gonna have to use some skills on my own. I'm not quite sure what. I really like the magma barrier. I think that sounds fun. There's another skill that like you bang your shield and it breaks the armor of the enemies around you. And then stacking in my passive skill tree like percent armor break, and just stacking that a lot, and then hopefully being able to break enough armor, my fizz damage will, I'm hoping, multiply its damage based on the negative armor that they get, in a way. Again, I'm not sure about any of this. I have so many questions. If anyone can answer them, that would be great. Starting with Giant's Blood, two-handed weapon, being able to be wielded in one hand. So in your passive tree, does that benefit from two-handed weapon damage, one-handed weapon damage, or both? Another thing, like Brutality says the skill cannot deal anything but physical damage, but then certain skill gems say that it converts your physical damage into fire damage. So could you then stack all these physical multipliers, so use Brutality as another multiplier, then use the skill gem to convert your fizz damage into fire damage? I know it probably shouldn't work because Brutality says the skill cannot deal elemental damage. I get that, but it's saying converts. So I'm not sure if that happens at the end of the equation, like, okay, it deals this physical damage, but we convert that and then it does this. I don't know. But yeah, that's the basic premise. Shout, have some spikes come up, have corpses detonate, Corrupted Blood, debuff enemies, and then use totems that use like Armor Breaker to even further break their armor, and they will also be using like the Earth Shatter skill or whatever it is that sets the jagged earth so that I can make the spikes come up. Um, and if that doesn't work, because I think I'm gonna need whatever level you got to be to get your ascendancy, I'm gonna need at least 5 points into that to make the build work, to get rid of the cooldowns on my war cries, and I'm probably gonna need at least 70 to 100 skill points to really, I think, maximize the war cry potential. And then I'm going to need a whole lot more than that to really get it off the ground. I think I'm going to need to stack block chance for the 1% damage per 1% block chance, damage when war cried recently, probably a chance to inflict bleed, which is weird to me because if you're not attacking with the war cry, right? Since it has a knockback, that's technically hitting enemies. So would that inflict bleed on hit as an on hit effect because it's hitting them back, but it's not really an attack, so to speak? I, Again, so many questions. So we're gonna go through this blind. We're not following any guides. I already have a rough model of my end game passive tree, and then from there I'm gonna have to navigate to get the bare essentials and work with it from there. And then on the other website, I have my basic skills figured out, I think. They could suck, and I'll probably switch it. And there's also, we don't have all the information, so there might be more skills that I think seem better. There might be passive nodes that are just like a no-brainer, like, okay, gotta get this, and then other ones will get chalked. I don't know. But I'll see you in the future in about 24 hours. We'll be playing. Uh, God forbid if we get 9 more subs by then, we'll be streaming on YouTube. So stop by, say hi, give us some advice, whatever. Stay safe, stay blessed, and as always, stay mouthy. We'll see you.